Hello, hello, you guys. How are you today? How are you on this glorious, what's the day of the week? I have no idea. So we had Bible study on Monday. It's Wednesday. Do you gauge what day of the week it is by what activities you have brought your kids to? That's my calendar. Like, well, I brought my daughter to choir this morning, so that means it's a Wednesday. Happy Wednesday! Happy hump day! If you're catching me on the replay, give me a hashtag love replay and introduce yourself. If you're catching me live, I would love for you to introduce yourself also. I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. I'd love to know if you're already oily and natural, what your favorite product is so far, what your favorite all-natural plant-based essential oil infused product from Young Living is. And if we are lucky enough to have some friends in here who have not yet started their amazing journey, I would love to know what you are here for, what you are looking for. One caveat there. I could be opening a can of worms there. Let's not talk about disease claims, all right? Or if you do talk about disease claims and ask a disease claim question like, I have this, can somebody give me some advice about what I should do naturally? That's a conversation you want to have offline. And if anybody asks those questions here, please ask that nobody answers them because we're not allowed to, all right? We're not allowed to in a forum like this. But I would love to know what you're here for. If you are here to seek all-natural cleaning solutions and why. If you're here to seek all-natural wellness solutions and why. So I would love that to be part of your introduction. And let me introduce myself. You have no idea who I am. My name is Bethany Brown. I am one of Nicole's friends, and she might be the one who invited you to this amazing group. And she invited me here because I have some really cool things to show you. We'll get to that in a minute. But the basis of who I am, besides being the daughter of the one true king, is I am a very proud Air Force veteran, turned stay-at-home mom, turned entrepreneur, and kind of full-time wellness advocate for you. And what I love to do is help people on their health journeys because I didn't know what I didn't know, obviously, right? But when I answered in obedience to the Lord, when he told me, no, you're not staying in the Air Force for 20 years, and he told me after 9 years of service to get out, and I was like, okay, God, but that was my plans, you know, plans. But he called me out to take care of my family, especially my special needs son. And I did that. I did that in obedience. And God said, look what I have planned for you. And this company really fell in my lap at that point. To make a long story short, I witnessed miracles, true miracles happening with a dear friend of mine. Her daughter needed some miracles, and I witnessed some. And that was the first time I had ever heard the word essential oils. And I had considered myself pretty crunchy already. Do you know what that means? Like granola, like modern day hippie. I was pretty crunchy, pretty health conscious at that point, but I didn't know where all those hidden toxins were. I wasn't aware. I was naive, really. I believed that the greater good, had my greater good in mind when they were creating products. And little did I know that they didn't. Not necessarily. I am not anti-medicine. I am not anti-doctor. I am pro taking your wellness into your own hands. And I am pro giving the power to the individual and taking the power back from everyone that we have given it to and making them our employees again. My doctor works for me. The people who make my soaps, they work for me. The people who I invite into my home and my body, they work for me, not the other way around. So I get to tell them what to do to my body. And I really want this for you. So when I stumbled into Young Living, it started me on this journey. And this isn't a quote exactly, but Maya Angelou said it beautifully, where if you don't know what you don't know, but once you know, do better. And once I knew, I had to do better. And once I was doing better and seeing these amazing things happening in my life, I had to tell my friends, just this amazing thing has happened to me. I have found this out. You must know about this because I love you. And it blossomed into a business from there. I was able to stay at home with my children, with my special needs son, and provide a full-time income from loving on people. What a blessing that has been. So what I want to share with you today is thieves. What am I talking about? I'm not talking about like people who just steal things. Well, I kind of am. Thieves. Thieves essential oil blend. So Young Living is Young Living is the most respected essential oil company in the world, with the most respected oils in the world. They have the highest quality essential oils in the world, and Thieves is one of the most and foundational oils in the most respected essential oil company in the world. So this guy's a big deal, all right? Young Living is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year. And this blend has been around as long as that, maybe a little less. It's one of the original oils, and it has a cool legend behind it. So let me tell you the legend. Why is it called Thieves? So back in, numbers are gonna, right off the bat, numbers are wrong. I think 16th century Europe, might be 15th century. Give me a history lesson, all right? We'll call it 16th century Europe. It was when the Black Plague was rampant in Europe, the bubonic plague. And there was a group of perfumers in France. And I don't mean perfumers like Chanel No. 5. No, I mean they were artists and experts in the art of the plant, herbs, resins, balms, essential oils. They knew about plants, all right? So they had gone to France, but they were stuck in port. And because when the bubonic plague was there, the port was closed. Nobody could come in, nobody could go out. And they were stuck. So they had no money, they had no food. You can see where I'm going with this, right? So, and this is 15th century, 16th century Europe. Cleanliness was not like one of their strong suits. And the plague was ridiculously contagious. So even post-mortem, you can still catch the plague from a corpse. So a lot of times the dead and dying were left exactly where they were dying and where they died. It became their forever tomb. If they died in their homes, that's where they stayed because they didn't want to get the plague when they extracted them. And have you ever seen those cool pictures where it's the doctors with these like long cones? They look like terrifying birds. Those were like doctor masks. And so I'll get back to that later. But these perfumers, they were hungry. They had no money. So they took what they knew to stay alive. And they knew plants. They knew the properties of the plants. So what they did is they doused themselves in these protective herbs and oils and stuff. They doused themselves in the protective qualities of essential oils. And specifically, 4 of the 5 essential oils found in this blend. So we have cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, rosemary, and then we have added lemon. Lemon wasn't in the formula at that time, but we know about lemon, what they did not at that time. So they were just covered in it head to toe, and they had those long cones, and they packed it full of like fabric and material, and then it was doused in the different plant material. So they were inhaling it, and what it did was support their immune system and protected them. So they were able to go and rob the dead and dying without ever getting sick. And when the authorities finally caught them, they're like, okay, we'll lessen your sentence. Basically, we won't hang you, right? If you tell us what you have been doing. All right, so they divulged the formula at that point. And then the authorities wrote down the formula, the instructions, put it on placards all around town, and that is supposedly when the plague was stayed in Europe. And they say that you can still find these placards today with the formula on them in museums in France. So if you are in France, please send me a picture of that. I would love to see that. So awesome legend, right? We have it today. So Thieves essential oil, super immune system powerhouse oil. But I did an experiment. Do you want to see what I did? I was testing the effectiveness of essential oils on mold. And I wish I had the original supplies with me for you, but disgusting. I was not keeping the mold in my house. So I threw that away. I tried to keep it for a while, but it was just grossing me out. It was grossing me out, y'all. So on November 27th of 2018, through for 5 weeks, I did an experiment. What I did was take one piece of bread. I cut it in half. So same piece of bread, I cut it in half. I put it in 2 separate, clean, brand new Ziploc bags. One was a control. One, I dropped 5 or 6 drops of undiluted Thieves essential oil on it, just sporadically around the bread. I put them in the bag. I put them on top of my refrigerator in the exact same conditions, and I left it there. And you guys, do you want to see what happened? All right, if you get grossed out, you might want to close your eyes. When I was testing the effect of essential oils on mold, look at my results. Look at that. Look at that. Which side of the bread do you think I applied Thieves to? I'll let you be the judge there. One of those pieces of bread has Thieves on it, 5 weeks in the bag, and the other one doesn't. I can promise this bread was brown when it started. That's my results. You can see why I threw it away, right? Similar experiments have been done testing the effects of essential oils on bacteria, testing the effects of essential oils on viruses. Go look at the internet, you guys, and you'll see some cool pictures. So we know that Thieves is effective, but we also know that new can be scary, right? We also know that when things need to get cleaned, you don't necessarily want to compromise. And sometimes we feel like when we're cleaning, you have to use the caustic chemicals because it's the greater of two evils, right? You're cleaning the daycare supplies, you're cleaning the chicken off the couch. Couch? Who put chicken on their couch? The countertops, cleaning the chicken off their countertops. You feel like, okay, I understand that the chemicals in these cleaners are endocrine disruptors. I understand that they're carcinogens. I understand that they're proven to cause asthma. I understand that they're proven to disrupt my endocrine system. I understand that they're proven to affect my brain. I understand that they're proven to affect me neurologically. I understand that they're proven to make bacteria stronger. But I don't have a choice. I need to clean this, right? It's not right. It's not true. You can use plant-based, all-natural products that are incredibly effective at cleaning, but you don't have the toxic side effects. You don't have the toxic ingredients that go into your body and change the way it functions. You don't have to use toxic ingredients in the daycare and cleaning all the toys that are going in those babies' mouths. You don't have to. There are very effective, natural, plant-based cleaners without toxins, and Young Living makes some of the very best ones. And they are all powered by Thieves. Young Living didn't just say, here's your bottle of oil, you DIY everything. Like, I love a good DIY, but I also love experts doing the work for me. And some of my favorite products are made with Thieves. And Thieves has an entire line of products that I depend on day in and day out. Number one being the Thieves household cleaner. More races. She wants to watch Mickey and the Roadster Racers. I think it'll come on all by itself. I have a baby at home. I work from home. It's a beautiful thing. Thieves household cleaner. Imagine this 14.4 fluid ounce bottle, 30 times bigger. This is super concentrated, you guys. We don't pay for plastic. We don't use excess plastic that's just going to go into a landfill. And we don't make you pay for water. This is super concentrated. The typical dilution ratio is 30. Can you see that? The most cleaning applications, 30-1. So imagine this bottle 30 times bigger, which makes the normal 16-ounce cup of cleaner like around 50 cents. You can't buy anything for 50 cents that's this quality. You can't buy anything for 50 cents that's normal household cleaner. This stuff is thrifty, you guys. And this cleans, what do I clean with this? Like my mirrors, my countertops, all the things. Hashtag all the things. This is the only cleaner I have in my house. I love to add like a baking soda to it to make like a nice soft scrub. I sometimes use vinegar with things. Like if you look under my cupboard, right, my cleaning cupboard right behind me in my kitchen, there's vinegar, baking soda, and Thieves. I clean my entire house with it. My carpets, my mirrors, stains on my walls, all the things. All the things. So I don't have this cupboard where if my kids got into it, I'd have to call poison control. If she drank this, my daughter drank this, I would be like, meh, here's a cup of water. Your immune system will be happy. This does not have those toxic phthalates in them that are major endocrine disruptors. It has nothing in it, all right? This is just perfectly beautiful plant-based things. It has a couple of surfactants in it. What your surfactants do is kind of pick up the dirt and grime so you can wipe it off. And those surfactants are made with sugar and coconut. Yeah. Coconut. My favorite thing. My Thieves laundry detergent. Do you know that your laundry room has the most toxic thing in your house in it? Dryer sheets. Laundry soap and dryer sheets are some of the most toxic things you own. And you put it on your clothes, you put it on your towels, you put it on your blankets, and you wear it all day long. And it off gases all day long. It's not good for you guys. This stuff, I dilute this also. I dilute it by half, and I have an HE machine. So this bottle, diluted by half, just with water. And in my HE machine, I could do 128 loads with this tiny 32 fluid ounce bottle. And it is so effective at cleaning. It smells really good. What else does Young Living have that's Thief-based? I know I'm not going to say all of it. My toothpaste, my fluoride-free, preservative-free, chemical-free toothpaste, my dental floss, my mouthwash, my hand purifier that does not attack good bacteria, my cleaning spray that I can spray onto the surfaces and not have to wipe them off, onto the light bulbs. I keep saying weird things. The light switches, the doorknob handles, things you just need to like get clean and walk away, right? Dish soap, dishwasher powder, all the thieves, all the things. Open a cupboard, you're gonna see thieves jumping out at you in my house. They have an answer to everything, you guys. So this was Thieves. This was Thieves for you. If you have any questions, put them in the comments here. I am so happy I was able to come to you today. And now what I want you to do, you have some homework, you guys. I want you to download the Think Dirty app. It's not rated R, I promise. Download the Think Dirty app. Take that Think Dirty app, take your conventional cleaner, take your favorite product you have in your house, maybe your laundry soap, maybe that laundry soap that you have that's supposed to be really good for babies that is actually ridiculously toxic, but they didn't tell you that. And scan the UPC with that app. Scan the barcode. And what it does is tell you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how clean versus toxic is this? And what are the clean ingredients in it? What are the toxic ingredients in it? Why are these ingredients good and why are these ingredients bad? Go through and scan everything and then bring the trash can with you and plop it all in the trash can. Because if you cannot eat it, it should not be in your clothes. It should not be on your dishes. It should not be in the air. Everything gets into your body and absorbs. And if you can't eat it, it doesn't belong in your home. You are the gatekeepers of your home. You have the power to say yes and to say no. You have the power to take your health into your own hands. And one of the most powerful tools you have is your pocketbook. And you vote with your pocketbook what kind of companies and what kind of morals should be supported. And I support the morals of Young Living and the values of Young Living with my pocketbook. And my family is healthier for it. The health changes we have seen in the last 6 years are monumental. The things I have learned in the last 6 years are monumental. The lives I have been able to affect and change through sharing have been monumental. What a blessing it is that I get to change lives, that I get to change lives for generations, and I get paid for it. I'm getting paid right now to share with you with my baby daughter right here. All right? Go download that, throw everything away, and tag me when you've done that. And then contact the person who sent you to this class and said, show me how to replace everything I just threw away. Because I still got to clean my house. All right, so I love you guys. See you later. See you on the other side. Let me know what you thought. If somebody needs to hear this, invite them. All right? I know you know somebody that needs to hear this. It is our job to help the people we love. And I hope I just helped somebody. If I've helped somebody, please let me know. All right? I love you guys. See ya.